swoops on the crown with massive basket.
3. You are kidding me.
And the fire burns brightest. Townsville are WNBL champions for the 4th time.
Have we ever seen a finish to the season like this? 2 teams are locked into the finals, Townsville and Southside, and 4 teams are alive for the final 2 spots. The Boomers can finish as high as 2nd and as low as 6th with a remarkable 32 possible scenarios for how the ladder looks at season end. The Capitals will be looking to spoil the party here at home at the National Convention Centre. Welcome aboard for your Saturday triple header of the WNBL, brought to you by Cygnett. My name is Liam Ellison, and joined alongside me in commentary this afternoon is 2018 World Cup silver medalist with the Opals, Tessa Lavey. Tessa, welcome.
Thank you, Liam, and hello to everybody at home. I'm very excited about this match. Obviously, massive game. Boomers need a win, and Canberra, they can just come out and play, and sometimes that's just scary.
The pressure is off for the UC Caps, clearly, with a 4-16 record. In some pretty good form in the back half of the season, though, and they can make things really nerve-wracking for the Melbourne Boomers. It's a pressure game.
Absolutely. I think Boomers aren't going to take this lightly, you know. The Canberra have beaten them before. I think Jade Melbourne had 30-10 or something like that, so the Boomers need to come out and they need to be switched on right from the start.
Yeah, they sure did. Gemma Potter has been in terrific form over the last 3 for Kristen Veal's team.
She has. She's come out. She's just been able to play, and she knows her role. So she comes out. She has good focus, and yeah, she's hitting some shots.
There's some numbers there for you. 21 points per game, and part of this young, exciting unit for the Capitals here at the National Convention Centre. Here's the last time these two played, 84-72. The Capitals got the job done at home in Canberra, Tessa.
Yeah, it was a great game actually to watch. Canberra just came out and they shut down the Boomers. They moved the ball really well and they hit shots. I think that's the biggest thing. If you're coming out, you're feeling good. When Canberra are playing well, they can beat anybody.
They can, and of course lost a game in OT to the Melbourne Boomers in Gippsland as well earlier in the season. They can really take it up to all teams. We've seen them beat the Southside Flyers at the state basketball, for instance. So danger game every time you come up against Jade Melbourne and the Caps.
Absolutely. The Boomers need to come out. They need to be really switched on. And I know Chris Lucas will be pretty keen for them to come out and make an impact early.
Here's the scenarios, and this is remarkable, really. We've got 3 teams locked on 11-9, so it goes to a tiebreaker in games played between the Spirit, Flames and Boomers. They're all 3-3 in those games. So then we go to point differential, and that's how we sit currently.
It's been crazy. It's really impressive, and the WNBL has been amazing this season, and you can tell it's a credit to the league and it's a credit to the players that come out and they compete every single game. So can't wait for the rest of the weekend. Yeah,
it's been so entertaining and so tight across the board. Looking forward to the rest of round 15 and 3 games today as well to shape it. Here's how the UC Capitals will line up. No Alex Bunton in the lineup today, and of course Alex Sharp, Jade Melbourne, the duo for them.
Yeah, we're hoping Bunce is all good there. But yeah, Jade Melbourne, Potter, Sharp, they've all been playing really well this season and they've had really big impacts on this team. And, you know, it's a free shot for them today, so I think they'll be really excited about this.
They will. Last game to get a win as well in front of their home fans and the Melbourne Boomers. A couple of players were pending fitness tests today, but Christy Wallace good to go once again.
Yeah, I'm super pumped for Wally. She would be super keen to get out there today and make an impact as well. And I don't think we can underestimate what sort of impact she can have on this team. And that's a bit scary for the Canberra, for her to come off the bench. And, you know, she will make an impact today. But, yeah, looking forward to this game.
As she will. Penina Davidson was pending a fitness test coming into it. So hopefully not too far away is Penina, and no Tara Reid as well, who has been injured in international duty. Hope to see her back on the floor soon for the Melbourne Boomers. This is clearly a must-win for Melbourne. There is scenarios where they still make it if they lose the game, but gee, they'd be threading the needle.
They would. They wouldn't want to be leaving it up to the rest of the competition to make that decision for them. So Boomers will be keen to come out today, make an impact early, and slow down Melbourne and slow down Potter, I think.
The best scenario in for the Melbourne Boomers: win and then hope for a loss from the Bendigo Spirit against Perth or the Sydney Flames against Townsville. And we're underway here in Canberra. And the Caps' first possession. Jade Melbourne to general the offense. Conti with the steal to start things off for the Boomers. Or better with a transition three, and Keeley rolling straight to the cup for two. Defense a strong point for this Melbourne Boomers team. And Conti nearly again.
I really like what Boomers are doing here. They're showing really hard on Jade Melbourne so she can't get a run up to get downhill and create plays.
They are first in the league, the Melbourne Boomers. The points allowed. Melbourne skipped over to Okoye, who has space to pull the trigger. And on the follow is Potter. It's their afternoon off to a nice start. What a story Gemma Potter is, returning from serious knee injury. Really excelling in the back half of this season. Jordan Canada, one of the MVP candidates. It's Hillman on the block. Fowler in defence, and the call from the referee.
I like that from the Boomers. They got first side, second side, moved the ball, and then they got it inside and let Hillman go to work.
Hillman to the stripe. Well, she's a 78% free throw shooter on the season. And a minute played here, and the Boomers with an early lead. On the press, the Boomers another steal. Coming out with some intent. Now it's Canada carving through the keyway. Well, defense to offense early. Proving fruitful. Melbourne, nice dive. Potter on the cut. Canada attacking instantly. Caught them napping.
Canada does not want to leave this to chance. She wants to win, and the intensity you can tell from the Boomers early is where they need to be at.
Yeah, it is. They've come out of the gates firing. Season on the line.
This will be great for the Canberra team. It's like a finals intensity for Melbourne. You know, they're going to give them absolutely everything and then nothing at all on the offensive end. So I think Canberra are going to learn a lot from today's game.
Rolling, again dumped into the post. The footwork from Hillman. Gee, some start from the Boomers. Alex Sharp. Now it's on the roll, Alex Fowler.
Nice patience there from Canberra, moving the ball and then just finishing that high-low with Sharp and Fowler.
First goes down for Alex Fowler. What a season she has had.
Yeah, I've been super impressed with Fowler. Her ability to come in. She normally takes their biggest big on the opposition side, so she doesn't get to rest on defense at all, but yeah, she's been impressive on the offensive end too, making plays.
On the perimeter is Canada. She attacks again. Popping out for three, Blitzards. Melbourne inside, had the mismatch. Potter on the baseline. Exciting start here at the National Convention Centre. Canada. Again, it's into the post. He's going to utilise this area. It's rolling, looking for the foul call. She won't get it. And Melbourne, whistle came first. And Okoye, I believe, has drawn it. Ginger is the result.
Yeah, we hope Okoye is all good. Might just need an extra second on the ground there to everyone can catch their breath.
Here's a better look at it. Just getting tangled up on the rebounding contest. Poyer's going to remain out there. Sharp puts it on the deck. What a find. It's Fowler again. And these Caps fans are getting behind their team. Pushing it forward and one to Nas Hillman. Tough take.
Really tough. I like what Boomers are doing. You can tell they've got a real inside focus. They're going to Hillman early and they're going to Froling really early and putting that pressure on the Canberra defence to stop them.
Nas is up to 6. As Monica Rikoya will have a rest. Had a massive game last time out against the Adelaide Lightning with Nas Hillman. Wanting to steal again, they get it into the front court. Fowler. Conti the other way, here's Blitzarves. Inside the keyway. The Boomers have had their way in there until that point. 10 points in the paint already for the Boomers. Alex Sharp, a little sloppy from Melbourne, and the Capitals take advantage.
Nice poise there from Canberra just to get it in, get a finish.
Nas Hillman's doing it all here. Into double figures already. Melbourne has the lane on Conti. You cannot give her a step.
You really cannot. Jade Melbourne's downhill speed is crazy, and Melbourne have done a really good job early of getting the ball out of her hands, but she's going to find a way.
Caps crashing the glass. Melbourne again has the lane. Here's trouble. You do not want to let Jade Melbourne cook. Back to a one-possession game. Jordan Canada will reset for Melbourne. Single-digit shot clock. Inside again, it's Froling. This is really working for them.
Absolutely. Keep going to the well. Keep going to what's working.
First in the league in rebounding as well. The Boomers have a presence in the keyway. Oh, the handles from Jade.
Oh, that was nasty. That was really nice by Jade.
Jade Melbourne's been on early. Here's that find to Fowler. If that lay-in and gone, that would have been the season end highlight reel.
Coming on for the Melbourne Boomers, number 3, Christy Wallace.
Great crowd in attendance here this afternoon in Canberra. Plenty of fans stacked in on the broadcast end.
There's something about the acoustics in Canberra because it just is so loud when you're playing in that stadium. It's amazing.
They're up for the free throws as well. Conti now nominated for the fan MVP. Blitzarves in the post. They're going here time and time again, but Potter finally puts a stop to it for Canberra. 5.5 minutes gone. High-scoring affair so far. Conti has drawn the foul.
Personal foul number 1, Gemma Potter.
That was against Gemma Potter. Clear vision there on screen. Just the first for her. And Christy Wallace has entered the ball game. With a 3-guard lineup here, Tessa.
Love it. Play fast. They've got Sarah playing in the 4 at the moment and Hillman in 5. It's really mobile, this team.
Highly versatile. And Wally applying the pressure. Munga with a personal. Tough customer, Christy Wallace.
Yeah, not much slows down Wally, that's for sure.
Coming off the Boomers.
Amy Rochi to check in.
22, Amy Rochi.
Baseline 14. Hillman. What a start to the game for her. Has 10 already. Lost sharp. Not quite on the first. On the O-glass. Count it.
That's Hillman.
Nice Hillman's 4 of 5 from the field.
Really great follow-up by Hillman.
Now over to Alex Sharp, who just slices straight down the middle.
I like what Canberra are doing. They're being super aggressive and trying to get their feet in the paint, and they're putting the pressure on Melbourne.
Canada and Hillman with the intent. Didn't come up trumps that time. Melbourne flipped over to Mungo. Mungo who's going to pull the trigger. And Jada Clark does well. Canada poked it out. High intensity game here. Season on the line. Melbourne. Deflection from Canada. Rewarded ahead of the play. Can't make the lay-in. Playing with freedom of the Capitals. Foul on Hillman.
Really like that from Jade Melbourne. She made the turnover, but she didn't think about it. She just got back on defense and played some really good D, and eventually it came down back. She got the stop and came down, and then now they've got free throws.
Gee, they're so fun to watch when they're up and running, aren't they? The
They
UC
are.
Caps.
They definitely are. It's scary to play against.
We're tied up once again. It should be some day of hoops. Triple header in store, and it started in style. Munga, the deflection, stays with Canada. She attacks immediately. How's the aggression from Jordan Canada early? Caps are able to corral her there. Munga, mid-range J. Lixarves. Rochi on the wing. Lixarves to the spot. Hillman. Hit one from there. Wally with her feet set. So the Caps a chance for their first lead of the match here. Miscommunication.
Timeout called by the Melbourne Boomers.
First time out of the ball game goes the way of the Melbourne Boomers. Caps are 7 of 11 from the field. The Boomers 8 of 18. This has been some game so far. Timeout brought to you by our major partners, Cygnett, Australia's #1 digital accessories brand. Cygnett continues to power the WNBL. Australian owned and designed. Cygnett is available at JB Hi-Fi, Officeworks and other leading retailers. Visit Cygnett.com. And of course, our award candidates in the WNBL, Tessa, have been announced. And first up, let's look at the Susie Bakovic medal.
Yeah. Obviously, there's been some great competitors this season. Izzy Borlase, Jordan Canada, Jade Melbourne, Laura Nicholson, Sammy Wickham. I love the experience and then the new names coming through. So Borlase, Melbourne, so young, but they've had such an impact on this league this season. And, you know, it's a credit to them, the way they've played. And, yeah, I'm really excited to see this result on Sunday night.
All candidates for the MVP this season are guards. Something we haven't seen too often at all throughout the history. Of course, Jordan and Jade involved in this particular fixture.
Yeah, no, we were speaking about this off air, and I quite have the soft spot for the guards. So when I saw this list, it was, I also love my bigs, you know. Can't make a basketball game, a basketball team without my bigs. And yeah, hopefully we'll see a new crowned, obviously, MVP this year.
Absolutely. It will be announced tomorrow, of course, the WNBL Awards. Back underway here, 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Christy Wallace. Canada on the floater. No one came to meet her.
I like what Canberra did out of the timeout there. They came out in a zone.
Sharp. Back over to Melbourne, moving it around the perimeter. Inside, now there's an open look for a shooter, and Munga. Nice Hillman, why not? And Megan McKay straight into the ball game, no score. Offensive foul. It's pushing off on Fowler, says the referee.
That's tough. I played with Meg last season, and I don't know what it is, but she always seems on the wrong end of the stick when it comes to the umpires for some reason. But she'll forget about that, and she'll play some tough D now.
Jordan Canada takes a break. She has been immense early. Melbourne. Boomers defense covering until Sharp found herself open. Rochi. Hillman can fire again, this time the mid-range. Jay, book it. She keeps on motoring in the first quarter.
She does. She's been really solid, played some great defense, and then offensively just taking the right shots.
Jade Melbourne will step into a three of her own to respond. Just hits back iron, the O-glass for Alex Sharp. Fresh 14 Canberra. Now Potter, the long-range floater off the window.
When you're on, you're on. That's one of the toughest shots to make, and she just, yep, in you go.
And an offensive display here in the first. Christy Wallace.
Canberra in the zone here again.
Shot clock a factor. Picks up her dribble from the elbow, tried to lose Sharp, couldn't. Here's Hillman. And rattles home. 2 seconds, the heave from Jade. And that'll do it for what has been an electric first quarter. 26 plays 22. Finals-like intensity here, and the season on the line at the National Convention Centre.
I shoot like a girl.
Jane Melbourne. Late shot on the buzzer is good. Sammy Whitcomb.
I block like a girl.
And the block came from George. Sharp over the top of the denial.
I rebound like a girl.
Hillman again on the O-glass.
Rattles out.
There's Mailey, the two. Average 20 points a game.
I move like a girl.
Kayla George fires back.
And that's what makes us great.
Use that momentum and power you've created to explode out on your first dribble. Okay, we've got 2 more. 1.
Sometimes as women, we look for perfection as opposed to execution.
The work ethic is important when the players are 40 years younger than you.
Must-watch TV when Jade Melbourne and the Caps are playing free-flowing basketball. They like to run the lanes. They're quick, they're youthful, they're energetic. And Jade is on early here, Tessa Levy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been really fun to watch. Looked like the Boomers were going to get out in that first couple of minutes. You know, they played some really great defense and then made some shots. But credit to Canberra. They just came back little by little, got some really good shots on the offensive end. And, yeah, it's been a great game so far.
2 imports for the Boomers have come here with some intent. 16 points, 6 of 9 so far for Naz Hillman, who's played all 10 minutes.
Yeah, Naz has been really impressive. Like I said before, she's just been great. At defense, she's made plays, but then offense, she's been in the right spots and she's taken the right shots. You can't ask for much more in an import in the first quarter.
Jordan Canada equally has been good defensively. They've forced 3 steals as a team, the Boomers, and they've been happy to push up and try and force some steals with a full court press.
Yeah, I think the Caps will be looking to look after the ball a little bit more. They've got 7 turnovers, so to Boomers 1 turnover. So the Boomers have done a really great job defensively applying that pressure.
Back underway here in the second quarter. Liam Ellison and Tessa Lavey with you on the call. Conti over to Rochi. Downtown hit. Boomers break the second quarter deadlock on the first possession. Jada Clark. Jade Kurosome. In a world of space is Potter, not that time. Again, it's Sharp who's fouled. A timely foul, really, for the Boomers, who were about to concede.
Yeah, I don't know how she ended up so wide open there. A little bit of confusion for the Boomers, so I think they'll be looking to chat through that and work that out next defensive possession.
Into Clark. Deflection, Conti. Sharp inside, 6 seconds. Clark got to go. Got the mismatch on Conti. Great defense over to Canada. And here goes this guard duo. Canada will go herself. Oh, and she's got the steal. Jada Clark, thankfully for the Capitals, saved the day for the home side. Kurosome. 9-point lead, Boomers. Try to find Fowler now. It's Conti in the fast break. Canada to reset. Inside is Megan McKay. Too long in the key. Had 18 points in the paint in the first quarter, the Boomers.
I think we just saw a little highlight too from Canada, and that's the reason she's in the running for Defensive Player of the Year this season. So she loves getting up and in and creating deflections and then getting out on transition the other way.
Jade Melbourne. Fowler thought about the 3. Inside the keyway. Baseline 2 is short. Blitzarves to bring it up as Conti in the corner. Down low, McKay is doubled and the Caps have the steal. Melbourne in the open floor, turns the Jets on, and Canada diving in late for the personal foul. That is a sight that will excite the home fans. And Jade Melbourne's eyes light up in transition.
Absolutely, they do. And you love seeing her in transition, and she's just so creative, and then she finishes really well. So she didn't really give Canada an option there not to foul her, because if she's not fouling or creating a play at the ball, Jade will finish.
Perfect from the free-throw line so far as a team. 7 of 7.
The pace has been quite frenetic, I guess, for the first couple of minutes here. So I think the Boomers will be looking to get the ball through hands, get a really good shot. And Canberra, I think they want to play that way. They want to play fast. And here we go again, another steal.
Spot on. Melbourne first to it. Here is that pace right on cue. It's Potter on the left-hand hook shot. And Melbourne give them a dose of their own medicine. Slingshot in the other way. It's Conti. Nice opening 2.5 for the Melbourne Boomers. Equal largest lead of the game. Sarah Blitzarves set to enter.
Hillman just in a little bit of distress down there on the sideline. Hopefully she's all good.
Absolutely, that would be a massive blow for her and the Boomers. Jade Kurosome. Keep an eye on that. Potter. Boomers in a zone. Tried to thread the needle there, and Froling easily picked it off. Rochi. Wally. Space to set. Space to fire. Once again with the Capitals, Nicole Munger. Over to the left corner. Kirasome finds a shooter, it's sharp, and this is her range.
Nice movement there by the Canberras, finding the open shooter.
Kick ahead pass to Froling, short on the jumper. Ball movement from the Capitals has been beautiful. This time it's Munga who finds Nylon on the tray. Back within 4 at Canberra.
Can't leave Munga open.
You certainly cannot. Deadly shooter, and this time out is brought to you by CTM Sport, here to transform your team's travel experience. Leave the hassle of off-court arrangements to CTM Sport, the experts in sports travel management. Get the winning edge at ctmsport.com.au. And let's have a look at the Coach of the Year finalist, Chris Lucas of the Boomers, Guy Malloy. First season for the Sydney Flames, and no surprises, Shannon Seabohm as well is nominated.
Yeah, these coaches have all been around for a very long time, and you know, whoever they're coaching, it doesn't matter what side, they always see improvement throughout the year, and they can adjust on the fly. That's what I love about these 3 coaches. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens on Sunday night with this result.
Could be a close vote, I reckon, this one. You could make a case for all 3 of them, I would have thought.
Absolutely you can. I think Chris first year with the Boomers, and then the same with Guy. Obviously, they nearly swapped roles there, and then Shannon, he's been at Townsville for a few years now, and they've been really successful over a long period of time with Shannon there, and they love him up there. So, yeah, can't wait to see the result.
That they do. 6:42 remaining in the first half. Caps with back-to-back buckets before the timeout to force Chris Lucas to chat things over. Wallace running point. Here's Canada off the ball. And she's around a pick. Backing out, wants some space to take on Jade Melbourne. 2 MVP candidates. Down to 4 seconds. Conti, deep triple. Conti fires back for Melbourne. Back out to a 7-point margin. Great find. It's sharp. Under the rim. Turns around to fire. And the call on the rebounding contest, I believe, has gone against Canada. Just tangled up with Nicole Munga, and there it is on screen. Second on JC. To Kirasome around Canada. Not quite on the teardrop. Needs to keep it inbounds. No further, though, than the Capitals. And out to Sharp. Extra pass. Munga hit one already. Yes! Capitals with their 4-3 ball. To a 4-point margin. Deflected off Potter. Canada now open for 3.
Canberra doing a great job. Right at the moment, they're playing on their terms.
Big collision between the 2 Boomers, Wally and Jordan Canada. Whistle came from the ref. Taking a charge, and gutsy stuff from the Melbourne guards. Four and a half gone here in the second quarter. Nate Conti generaling the offense. Canada around a pair of screens, driving baseline. Conti will find her spot again, some confidence. Munga's set, she'll go, needs no hesitation. And has lit this place up for the Capitals fans. Back to a 1-point ball game. Christy Wallace off the dribble. And that'll feel good for her first 2 of the afternoon.
Good take by Wally. Didn't settle for the three, got really aggressive.
Munga's got the hot hand, Melbourne. Fowler right on the low block. With the footwork, great move.
Great move, great poise, and great touch there by Fowler.
Wallace again, off on the three. Capitals can take the lead. Jade Melbourne. And an off-ball foul against the Boomers.
Boomers, I think, are just getting a little bit stuck on their on-ball defense at the moment and their rotations. I think they'd like to tidy that up in this next 4 minutes in this second half. And then down the offensive end, got an unsportsmanlike foul here. It looks like on Christy Wallace.
That'll be the second, if so, I believe. In fact, correction, it'll be the first on Christy Wallace. Fowler at the line.
Yeah, as I was saying, I think the Boomers will want to tighten up defensively and then offensively understand what shots they want to take, so then it can help them with their rebounding count as well.
38 apiece. Nicole Munger again, nylon. Third three of the quarter.
Someone close her out.
This is fun. Boomers to respond. Inside, Nas back into the game, make it 18.
Nice, there you go, the Boomers. They went back to the well and Hillman's been playing really great for them.
Ali Sharp. Fowler wants the handoff. Conti right there, such a dogged defender. Jade Melbourne attacking, and the dime to Sharp.
That was nice. That was really nice by Jade. They had the overhelpers and then wide open underneath.
6 assists in the game for Jade Melbourne. Hillman again in the post with the pump fake. Lost Fowler. Basket for basket.
We are watching some great basketball right now. Really fun.
Elite hoops. Here on your Saturday Arvo, the Cygnett WNBL timeout on the floor. Thanks to Ford Aussie Hoops, the perfect intro to the world of basketball for kids aged 5 to 10 years. Visit aussiehoops.basketball to register today. Find a program near you. And the fan MVP, a couple of Boomers nominated here. Jordan Canada, Monique Conti, that we know, Tessa, you would know very well, has a lot of fans.
Absolutely. I think there's no surprise that Mon's up here. Everyone loves her. She's just come off a great, obviously, MVP standard at AFLW level. And yeah, I'm really stoked to see Mon in there. And then we've got Lauren Jackson, Jade Melbourne had a great year, and Lauren Nicholson again, that's her. She's there for the MVP, Susie Bakovic medal. But yeah, fan MVP, and I'm excited to see this one. This one's the first time.
It is.
So
yes.
Yeah.
That's a great new initiative and introduced for this year's WNBL Awards. Get on board. That'll be announced, of course, tomorrow. Lauren Jackson, I suspect she might be thereabouts too, just quietly, Tessa.
Yeah, absolutely. We all love Loz, and the amount that she's given back to the game has just been incredible. And yeah, who knows? We might see her fan MVP, because I know fans follow her everywhere, and it's exciting to watch her play basketball.
Incredible impact on the game around the country.
And we're back in the court, ladies and gentlemen. UC Cap 43, Boomers 42.
3:08 remaining in the first half.
Surely we have a heat check coming for Munga at some stage.
Keep an eye on that one. In the corner currently. Conti's right there on Jade Melbourne. Now we're down to single figures, and she goes herself. Jade, what a tough cover she is. Baseline basketball for the UC Caps. Next foul, they're in the bonus. Right idea to Munga. Conti, another steal to her name. Make it 3. Gilman just recovered. Needs some help. High post is Keely Froling. Backing down Munga. Now it's Hillman. They don't get any smaller, the Melbourne Boomers. But the Capitals with the stop.
Caps have been doing a really good job just being disruptive on defence. The Boomers aren't quite sure what they're going to throw at them, and I think that's something that Veely's obviously spoken about and tried to instill in the group for this game.
Jade from the car park. Okay, well, heat check that time.
It certainly was. That was a long way out. I don't know how she ended up wide open like that, but yeah, she wants to go for it.
Well, she's hit the logo 3 multiple times before in the Cygnett WNBL. Licensed to shoot, as does Conti. Sharp in transition. 2 closed out to Potter. Can they find an open shooter? They'll find Munga. Sharp is causing headaches on the rebounds. 8 seconds for Jade. Penetrates, kick out. Potter for 3. Another one for Canberra. Five of 13 from 3 they are. 9 down. Just a matter of 3 or 4 minutes ago. Now they lead by 4. Billy Froling inside. Here's Nas. 5 seconds. Foul is there. Trouble. Great defense.
That is some really great defense from Fowler. You can tell she does her work really early with Hillman, because if you're creating contact really deep in the paint with Hillman, you're in trouble. So you almost want to create your contact really early with her and try and keep her outside the paint.
This timeout brought to you by the WNBL app. If you haven't downloaded the official app, make sure you do. Finals are coming, and you don't want to miss a minute of the action. And of course, there's so many machinations to get your head around today with the finals race. To stay on top of it all throughout our triple header, make sure you download the free app today from the App Store. And the Betty Watson Medal is awarded to the Breakout Player of the Year. And here are your 5 finalists on screen, Tessa.
Yeah, we've got Amy Atwell, Izzy Bourne, Conti again, Alex Sharp and Courtney Wood. So I think this one's going to be really tight. I think Amy Atwell, like the amount of contested shots that she can make is incredible. She can switch the game just like that. Izzy Bourne, she's young, but she's come into this role with Adelaide and played super well and consistent too. I think she's really taken a step forward. And you've got Conti, breakout player again. Sharpie, she's really stood up here at Canberra in her leadership role. And obviously Courtney Woods, I think she's been really consistent over the last 2 seasons now, and yeah, she's getting rewarded with nominations like this. 5
well-deserved candidates for sure. Conti has been around on this bench role for a number of years now. It feels like this has been the season for her, where she's really come into her own. Started for most of the second part of the year as well.
Yeah, she definitely has. I think, you know, she's played a lot of basketball in her life, and Chris has given her that opportunity to come in and start, and she's a smart basketball player. She knows how to play defense really, really well and be super annoying. So I know she loves doing that, and we love watching her.
Potter's at the stripe. Nine points in the game on 4 of 7 shooting. Jordan Canada is going to have to take a seat here with 3 personals. Keep an eye on that one.
Pretty handy, though, having Christy Wallace just step in.
Yes, I was just about to mention. Could be some bigger minutes today for Christy. Obviously started back on limited minutes. Here is Wally. Munga switches onto the post. Hillman has the muscle.
Really nice. I think the Boomers will be looking to go back to Hillman as much as possible. That worked for them in the first quarter, and they've just last 2 or 3 possessions have gone back there again.
Melbourne, skip pass. Potter with 9 seconds, baseline. Great look out to Jade. Blitzarves cleans the glass. Shot clock just ahead of the game clock. Rochi letting time wind down. In the hands of Christy Wallace. We're headed the other way. Looked to be on the screen, I think. Could have been a fend-off, in fact, Tessa.
Yeah, I think that's the way it's been called, so can't see changing the call.
Jade Melbourne step back to end the half. And what a first 20 minutes it's been. Capitals 48, Melbourne Boomers 44. This has been elite.
It really has. We've seen some great basketball. Canberra started off on the back foot, but have really adjusted and taken advantage of that now. And the Boomers, I think, you know, they'll want to go back to that first quarter and how they started in that first 5 minutes or so.
They came out of the blocks really quick, largely thanks to the work of Naz Hillman in particular in the paint. They've got 28 points in the paint. Naz Hillman has 22 at the
Changing the game on and off the court. Together, Basketball Australia and the Australian Sports Commission are powering women in basketball. We are amplifying the voices, skills and spirit of women in the game. From the backboards to the boardrooms, we're breaking barriers, shattering stereotypes and empowering the next generation of female athletes and leaders. Get involved and together we can create a future where every girl's hoop dreams are within reach.
Ford dealers have backed sport in communities for nearly 100 years. And now, from the Boomers and Opals to Aussie Hoops, your local Ford dealer is proud to support basketball. Because all dreams start somewhere.
It's a footy fan's dream. This is special.
Last season was simply the best.
It is hard to sum up what we have seen.
In 2024, we're turning it up.
He's the fastest man on the planet.
This is where legends bring you the best games every round. We're ready to get stuck in.
Bang! What a tackle!
And turn it up.
The entertainers are back.
Live and free on 9 and 9 now.
I heard something last night. I was disgusted by it.
He said...
This is the night.
He's showing his attitude toward women.
Justice.
It's not going to happen on our watch. Frankly, I'd prefer you to leave.
And retribution.
You're joking.
Fight back. The most emotion charged.
You're giggling like a little girl.
Sunday night.
She's everything that I've wanted in a partner.
You just can't.
I feel like I'm losing my voice.
Miss.
You're trying to control the narrative.
Sunday at 7 on 9 and 9 now.
The WNBA was awesome. It's a whole different world over there. The basketball is crazy. You're playing against the best athletes every day. To be over there, Seattle's a great city. I absolutely loved it. I remember, like, our coach said, this is the 12 we're rolling with on game 1. I was just like, wow, like, I've made it. Like, I'm going to be playing a WNBA game.
That is a brand new face in the WNBA. She's a rookie out of Australia. She is just 20 years old.
Living out a dream come reality, and it was just a really special moment. What I've learned in the WNBA, I think is going to help me moving forward in my career. Just being that leader and that confident player that my teammates can, like, rely on and trust, and hopefully I can get around them and empower them, and we can move together as a team really well. For me, basketball is just fun. I love playing the game. I love playing with my teammates, and just, you know, those 4 lines and, yeah, the crowd support is just an unreal experience. Billy's great. You know, this is my 5th season now working with her, and a big reason why I've been in Canberra for so long. I love the way she coaches. She doesn't have an ego at all. She's a player's coach first, so just her ability, you know, catch up with everyone. She's willing to build a relationship with people, so she gets that connection, and yeah, she values you so much more than just a player. She values you as a person as well, so, and I think that speaks volumes to the person she is. Yeah, we're looking forward to playing under her again.
Hi, I'm Sammy Whitcomb, and this is Harper.
And I'm Steph Reed, and this is Frankie.
And we're here with Ford Aussie Hoops, and we're gonna go have some fun. It's her head.
Wow. Is that big?
Already not proportionate.
And
so
round.
sorry. Oh, I'd give you an extra finger. I'm so sorry.
Point guard things.
Look, I've set the bar low. Don't even stress. Middle part, she's nailed it.
She's killing.
You coming in with the old eye color?
You're doing good.
Yeah, it's all right. Big, pretty blue eyes. It's going through the legs.
She knows me.
Like, signature it up right next to me, because we're the ones who did that.
I really like my hair, Sammy. The little love part. There we go.
There it is.
Yep.
Boom.
That's me.
I shoot like a girl.
Jane Melbourne.
Late shot on the buzzer is good. Sammy Whitcomb.
I block like a girl.
And the block came from George. Sharp over the top with a denial.
I rebound like a girl.
Hillman again on the O glass.
That rattles out.
There's Mailey, the 2. Average 20 points a game.
I move like a girl.
Kayla George fires back.
And that's what makes us great.
Grab your glitter.
It's Mardi Gras.
And get ready to get down.
What % of the 100 have woken up after a party not knowing where they are?
We're so different. Sophie's lying to herself at 4%.
The 100 has never been this outrageous.
On the dance floor, 26% of Australians have done what?
Tuesday after Married on 9 and 9 Now. The world's greatest chef is back down under. Gordon Ramsay
Welcome to Food Stars Australia.
is searching for Australia's next
It's a hangover relief beverage. We make a sauce called the bed.
Say that again.
big food idea.
Go, Team Janine, come on.
A new nationwide blockbuster.
Come together as a team.
Yes.
Please.
Gordon Ramsay's Food Stars. Soon on 9 and 9 Now.
Women are powering forward and changing the game on and off the court. Together, Basketball Australia and the Australian Sports Commission are powering women in basketball. We are amplifying the voices, skills and spirit of women in the game. From the backboards to the boardrooms, we're breaking barriers, shattering stereotypes and empowering the next generation of female athletes and leaders. Get involved and together we can create a future where every girl's hoop dreams are within reach.
Back for the second half here at the National Convention Centre in Canberra. This has been fun. The Boomers and the Capitals. And it is the UC Caps who have the lead at the half. 48 plays 44. And Naz Hillman-Tessa has been awesome.
Yeah, she's been really dominant today. Obviously come out, been really aggressive. They've gone to her early too. In the first quarter, they went straight to her, and then she's taken some great shots.
She has dominated in the painted area with 9 of 12 from the field. They've got some work to do, the Melbourne Boomers, of course, needing to win to give themselves the best chance at finding themselves in the Final Four. Let's continue looking across some of these WNBL award candidates. The 6th Woman of the Year of Focus.
So was Turner with some huge blocks as well. So can't wait to see what plays out here.
5 deserving winners there nominated. Turner and Russell have been immense down low. With the Swats, we're not far away from the second half. Pressure mounting. We set it off the top for the Boomers. 20 down, and gee, the halftime chat, there would have been a bit riding on that, Tessa Lavey.
Yeah, there would have been some real intensity, I think, from Chris and Christy. I think the Boomers, they need to slow the game down and get it back on their terms. And they also need a rebound. They're getting out-rebounded by Canberra, which shouldn't be the case. They are a lot taller, a bit longer as well, but credit to Canberra and knowing the scout and boxing out.
Yeah, spot on. Doing it without Alex Bunton as well. It's been crashing the glass as a team. Alex Sharp's got 3 offensive rebounds. Fowler out too sharp for 3. What a start to the second half.
Really nice. Moved the ball side to side, got it inside, and then wide open with Sharp on the outside.
Sarah Blitzarves. With their starting 5 here, Canada with 3 fouls, goes to the rack, no good. Clean defense from the Capitals.
I like that from Canada. They haven't shot many free throws at all in the first half, the Boomers, so just for her to be super aggressive and their other guards as well, I think that's going to be important in this half.
And the call against Alex Sharp, so second on her. And she knew straight away. in the hands of the Melbourne Boomers. Sharp. Manning Blitzards right there, as is Melbourne on Canada. He's out of trouble. Putting the moves on. Canada will fall away, 2-1 go. Crowd cheering on this Capitals defense, which has been pretty impressive to my eye, even though they've given up the 44 at the half.
No, it's been super impressive. I think they've come in with a really clear plan. They've played zone at times, they've been switching at times, and then they're man-to-man at times as well. So they keep Boomers guessing, and I think that's the best way to be against teams like this in the Boomers, where they like to stay in the half court. The Canberra just making them unsettled in the half court now.
Blitzards handoff to a point guard. Canada backing out, attacking Munga. Off the dribble. Found Conti open for the three. And last poked out by Froling. Seven-point leaders, the Capitals. A 16-point turnaround from the Boomers' biggest lead. Melbourne probing. Ended the cut there nicely on the baseline. Back in the hands of Melbourne with 9 seconds. Hillman switches onto the ball. Jade with a fine to Fowler. And the Boomers were all over it.
Good defensive set by the Boomers. Jade thought she had Hillman there. And that little dish into Fowler, but Canada helped out her teammate, which is exactly what you want.
Hillman at the elbow. Great look forward to Jordan Canada. Nicely drawn up from Melbourne. Conti smashed it out of bounds. Alex Sharp. Melbourne to set. Munga's got 4 first half triples. Canada with the acceleration, try to get it to Froling, turnover. Jade Melbourne will bring it up. A win today for the Capitals would give the home fans something to go home very happy about to end the season. Oh, Canada off the dribble, step back three. They're playing freely, aren't they, Tessa?
They really are. I think that's the beauty of this Caps team. They've done it all season, and they've been competitive in every single game. And today, playing against the Boomers in a finals-like intensity, I think they're going to grow a lot from this.
And grow heading into next season, maybe with a pep in their step. So much time remaining in this ball game, of course. Here's Alex Fowler. Munga faked the handoff, spilled out to Sharp. And the call from the referee. A charge. It'll be number 3 on Sharp. Keep an eye on that foul count. Conti running point, Hillman. High post, now the handoff to Blitzards. Hillman has Munga there on an island.
Nice intent there from the Boomers. You can tell that they've called that play and known exactly where it needs to get to. And Hillman was the recipient of that, and she made that N1. Let everyone know about it too.
She is a point of difference. Her first points of the second half, and she keeps the scoreboard ticking over. Short on the free throw. Alex Sharp at the top. Munga. Boomers closing right out to her three-point shot. Jada Clark's out there with 5 seconds to work with. Hillman nearly with the steal. Diving in there is Conti, and they've come up with it. Canada has been shifty once again. Conti. Munga behind her back, attacking. Sharp in the key way, and access denied by Keely Froling. Down low, gets around Fowler. That would have been tough.
That was some really great defense by Fowler, and I think UC Caps will be looking for a good shot here and move the ball side to side, try and use the full clock, slow the game down a tiny little bit.
Clark immediately attacks Conti, kick out. Alex Fowler looked left. Canada trailing by a single possession. Couldn't put Munga in the spin cycle, and they'll reset. Two-man game with Hillman. Conti, 6 seconds, turnover. Sharp in the open floor. And the Caps convert. Couple of minutes where the offense just started to dry up.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for the Boomers, what's working really well is actually half-court sets and being super specific with those. So they know where the ball's going to get to and who they're going to. Not necessarily just getting it in transition and trying to make plays up as they go. I think they need to slow it down, really communicate really early as a point guard and get exactly what they want. And the Canberra's doing a great job of taking advantage of that on the other end.
There's Levy and Liam Ellison with you in commentary. Here's Jade Melbourne. Over to Sharp for three. Rattles out. A gasp of disappointment from the Canberra fans. Canada lost her footing. And Capitals basketball. Timeout has been called here. 3:42 remaining in the third quarter. And a 5-point advantage to the UC Capitals. And this one is brought to you by your local Ford dealer, proudly supporting community basketball in Australia. And a final award to highlight here from the WNBL Awards kicking off tomorrow evening in Melbourne. The Cygnett Community Award finalist, Cherie Kalia of the Boomers, and a pair of UC Capitals have been nominated.
Yeah, I think this would have to be like my favourite award come awards night. Alex Bunton has been doing some great work in this area, and I'd love to see, she's a good friend of mine, so I'd love to see her get this award with the domestic violence awareness. And then obviously Cherie Kalia, Lara McSpadden, Chloe, Courtney Woods. I just love that, you know, the WNBL has been doing it for years, getting out in the community and adding to the community. I think that's something that's super important to the women in this league, and now the WNBL is having a nice award for it, and yeah, it's really great.
Yeah, well said. A great cause that she is raising awareness for, and Chris Lucas chatting things over in the timeout. And we should note as well, congratulations to Kristen Veal, who has just signed a 2-year contract extension as head coach.
Yeah, it's really exciting for Vealy and the UC Caps. I think, Vealy's been a player in this league, and she's been an amazing player, but I think it just shows credit to her and the way she's been working behind the scenes with this group, and you can see the development of all the players that play underneath her. They always get better throughout the season, and I think that's something that can attribute to a great coach.
I enjoy playing for it. What do they have for us out of this timeout? Christy Wallace has the steal. Canada from the baseline, helping the cause of the Melbourne Boomers. Melbourne wasting no time. Fowler ran into the brick wall of... Now it's Sharp inside. Jada Clark, kick out, Potter. And Froling says no on the entry pass. and the Caps can reset.
Canberra does a really good job of not forcing anything that's really not there. They got a rebound and... Sorry, I don't know what's going on here.
And we will...
Wet floor.
Yes. Sort it out. Well spotted, Tessa.
Shout out to the floor wipers. I know they get out there. They're pretty nervous, but they do a really good job.
That they do. 8 seconds for Jade. Kick out Alex Fowler. It's going to be a heave from Jade Melbourne here, and she does this well. Step away, that'd be something. Good defense from the Boomers.
Great defense by the Boomers. They knew exactly what they needed to do, and they got it done there.
3 minutes remaining in this third quarter. 3 points the margin. Amy Rochi back into the ball game. Hillman's posting up. Wally set for 3, kicked onwards to Rochi with 6 seconds. Driving out Clark, tried to get it over to Hillman and did. Spinning in the lane.
Damn, that was tough. That was a really nice move by Hillman.
Really was. She's up to 26 now. Count them up this afternoon. Melbourne nearly with the turnover. It's Clark from inside the arc. Jordan Canada running the set. Rolling. Potter's applying the pressure. And a call against the Caps. Just the second team foul. Fowler to take a break.
Canberra are still doing a really good job. They got 31 rebounds, which means they're controlling the airspace. I think the Boomers they need to be more aggressive rebounding and boxing out at the same time.
So close to coming up with the steal there and stepped on the baseline. Alex Sharp. And a fresh 14 for Melbourne. Jordan Canada attacks, saw the lane and took it.
So quick, so much speed, but then so much finesse on the finish.
Turnover. 3-on-2 situation if they go quick. Canada with a Euro step. Access denied. Potter. The Boomers can go again. Rochi off the dribble. Now it's Wallace on the opposite wing. Hillman was there posting up. Froling gets it in board. Jade flew across. And the foul call. Number 2 on her. This Jordan Canada take. Lightning quick, as you highlighted, Tessa.
Yeah, I think people underestimate how difficult that is. You know, she's at full speed and she's full body in the air, and then she just gets it off the backboard nice and soft.
Nas having a day out. But the Boomers have a mighty challenge on their hands. Now, 6 of 7 from the free-throw line of Melbourne. Here are the Capitals with 1:12 remaining in the third quarter. Jada Clark picked up her dribble. Melbourne with a lot of space to work with on blitz halves. What a find to Potter in the corner. It was a great look.
It was a really nice look. Didn't look like much, like when they were going through it, but then found a wide open shooter.
Foul call, Potter.
Fans were not happy with that one.
No, they weren't. Just reaching over that right shoulder of Nas Hillman. And approaching the bonus as the third quarter winds down. It will indeed be the 5th team foul. Hillman has taken every free throw for the Boomers today, 5 of 6. And she is approaching a 30-piece. Make it 29. Nars takes a well-earned break, and the Boomers back up by 3 here. Lead changes are plenty here in Canberra.
It's been a really great game of ebbs and flows, and Canberra's done a really good job defensively just to be super disruptive, but the Boomers have then done exactly the same to Canberra. So it's been a treat today to watch.
It has. A real treat. Great to have you company with us on 9 now, and we're fixing up the clock on the bench, and we'll be back underway in a moment. Of course, the first of 3 games of the WNBL today.
Former Canberra Capital herself, Michelle Cozier there, the umpire. Got to play with Moose back in Canberra, which was fun. Now she's gone to the umpiring side of the sport, which is good to see.
There you go. Terrific turnout here today for the Capitals. Last game of the season, out of finals contention. They're a great fan base, Tessa.
They really are. I think they've been rewarded in the past. You know, they've had plenty of success, and they have a really young group, I think, now. But it's only going to get better and better. The experience that they're creating from this is incredible.
Munga's been on fire in the first half. She's got 4 triples for 12 points. Yet to hit the scoreboard, though, in the second half, as of yet. Clock issue fixed for underway. Alex Fowler taking on Megan McKay. Follows her own miss. Wally is there to wrap it up and rip it out of her arms. Conti working hard ahead of the ball.
Nice transition bucket there from the Boomers.
Ooh, she hit top speed there, running down on the right lane on Conti.
Yeah, she's quick. Yeah. Real quick.
Shot clock unplugged. 7 seconds for Jade. Step back, now it's Fowler with 2 seconds. Jade can fire to end the third quarter, just won't go. Somehow, some misfortune for the Capitals, and we have a ball game on our hands with 10 minutes remaining. Boomers 60, Capitals 55. We're going to be in for a really fun finish.
Yeah, what 3 quarters we've had so far have been really incredible. I'm looking forward to this fourth, and I think we're going to have a game on our hands, that's for sure.
We absolutely are. The Boomers simply must win. Of course, there are scenarios they make it if they lose, but it's going to be mighty unlikely. They'll be relying on results. Alex Sharp has been good once again for the UC Caps today. She's got a double-double. 13 and 10 to go along with 5 assists and 2 steals. And Jordan Canada has 5 steals of her own. There's been a ton of defensive pressure for what's been a relatively high-scoring game, Tessa.
Yeah, they've everyone's made some really tough shots with some great defense, so it's really great to see. I think the Boomers will look to come out in this fourth quarter exactly like they did in the third. They had some really great offenses where they were very particular on where they were going, and a lot of that went to Hillman, but it was towards the back end of sets. So I think if they come out in this fourth really particular about that, they're going to go well.
They lead the points in the paints column, the Melbourne Boomers, 38-22, largely thanks to Nars Hillman's influence. And they were down by as much as 7 at one stage, the Boomers. We've wrestled back momentum a few times. The Boomers led by 9 in the second. Now Melbourne have the upper hand going into the last.
Yeah, it's been a real ebb-flow game sort of situation, but credit to Canberra and what they've brought today. I think, you know, they're out there, they're having fun. They're able to switch it up a bit on defense, and they've created some havoc on the defensive end, which has been really cool to see, and it's a credit to Veely and the thought process she's had coming into this game.
Yeah, certainly. The Boomers have forced 22 turnovers from the UC Capitals. Melbourne, on the flip side, have only turned it over 11 times. Yet it's only a 2-possession ball game. And the rebounding contest, one of the reasons why the Capitals are right in it, 32-17. They lead that. Some contrasting styles and stats in the game in the fourth quarter about to be underway. Christy Wallace will start it off for that Boomers 3-guard lineup. Chris Lucas seems to like this group.
Yeah, I think he does. I think there's really great decision makers down on the floor and then some really mobile bigs that can work really well together.
Underway. Hillman. Wallace off a screen. Got it back there. Munga. Had to wrap it up and did. And they've got the arrow. Getting in the way of Naz Hillman. Not easy. Cole Munga got it done. Emma Potter in some form, as we know, attacking with confidence. Fowler over the top, and Conti controls the paint. Rolling in Munga, battling. Gets to her spot, no good off the window. Alex Sharp. Wallace fighting around a screen, extra pass over to Jade. Off the dribble, finds Fowler at the elbow. Munga with her feet set. There's 3-ball number 5. Nice start to the Caps. Wallace over to Conti. Putting the 3-ball away there. Here's Hillman. 5 seconds. Has a 30-piece already. Christie's got a heave. Not the set that the Boomers wanted to draw up.
No, they just got a little bit stagnant there. I think they would like to see the ball move through hands and probably finish off in and on ball. I think Wally did a good job to get a shot off, but that's not the position you sort of want to put your guard in there with 2 seconds to go.
Jade running to Froling, kick out to Alex Sharp. Here's Keeley who controls it. Now Jordan Canada. Conti with a jab step. 10 seconds. Wallace. Canada for 3. Hillman with position. Muscles up and in. Naz Hillman with the clean-up. They have no answer for her today, the Caps.
They really don't. She's just been so consistent and just relentless on the boards and then finishing, getting those and-ones.
Continues her efficient afternoon shooting from the stripe. Nicole Munga. Thought about the heat check. Melbourne the risky pass. Canada. Steal number 6. Hillman high post. Blitzarves was cutting baseline. Conti on the wing. Sharp came across to help. Blitzarves out of nowhere. Nicole Munga, who was doing it on both ends of the floor.
She really is putting her body on the line and making some tough shots.
Some courage to come up with a stop. She's been terrific in her 24 minutes off the bench. Kurasame back out there. Huge hitting in the point guard spot today for Kristen Veal's team. Clark really lost her footing. Sharp in the post. Backing down Blitzarves. Double. That is gritty. Remains a 1-possession ball game. 3 minutes gone in the fourth. Canada put straight back inside, and it's Hillman with the juice. count them up. Look, it's going to be some total here from Naz Hillman, the way this game is progressing.
Absolutely. What, 7 minutes left and she's got 35 points.
40-piece maybe on the cards. 5 points the margin. Jada Clark. Open for three. Hillman able to control. Season high in scoring this season is 36 from Amy Atwell. Hillman tied with Erie McDonald's for the second best. Total of 35. Conti with a J. Urasome. Retrieve the screen. Now it's Fowler. Stepping out her range, unlucky to bobble out. Seven-point margin for Melbourne. Danger zone for the Capitals. Jordan Canada scooped up and in on the right hands.
Such a nice take. Great defense by the Boomers here. They're up by 9 points.
It forces a timeout from Kristen Veal. Just gliding through defenders is Canada. The Cygnett WNBL Night of Nights is being held on Sunday, the 25th of Feb. Of course, tomorrow evening here in Victoria at Ridges, Melbourne. Make sure you're following the WNBL socials to find out all the winners, presented by Foot Locker. And we have found ourselves with 6 minutes remaining, ton of time, but an interesting junction nonetheless with a 9-point margin, Tessa.
Yeah, this timeout's really important. For Canberra, you'd like to get out and have maybe 2 really good sets in mind, get two really great shots, and then obviously focus on defenses to get 2 or 3 stops, and then obviously capitalise on it the other end. And then for the Boomers, they want to be really solid in defence, but then maximise their offensive possession. So slowing it down, being really specific.
It's been the duo of Canada and Hillman, the only 2 players from Melbourne in double figures. They've combined for 51 between them.
Just a casual 51 points. Very incredible.
$16 for Jordan Canada to go along with 4 dimes and 6 steals. Here's Jade Melbourne. Alex Sharp has Hillman there. Jade Melbourne double. They want it out of her hands. It's Potter who'll fire from 3. Yes. Back to 6. Canada, the handoff, attacking again, this time on Potter with the pump fake. Not quite the finish.
I think that's the end of Potter's night with 5 fouls.
Well called. They will have to replace it. It'll be Jada Clark with the duties. She may see all of the final 5:23. It was a good afternoon for Potter despite the foul trouble.
Yeah, really great afternoon. She just, I'll get a tech foul.
Gee, okay.
I think given to the bench of Canberra. Bit of frustration, I think, down there.
Well spotted. And they'll give the duties to Naz, who, well, the only Boomer to shoot 3 throws so far. Now it's Jordan Canada's turn. One of 5 players nominated for the Susie Batkovic Medal, the MVP, awarded tomorrow night. She is going to be thereabouts, and I suspect is going to start red hot in the vote count. She was awesome out of the gates in the Boomers' fast start to the season.
Yeah, she's been super impressive this season. I think then she had a little break with the concussion stuff. So loved seeing her in the league this year and the experience she's been able to bring.
They win it back, the Capitals, in the hands of Melbourne. Driving left, rattles out, won't go. Halfway through this fourth period. Canada nearly lost it and draws the foul. She's been everywhere in this period.
She's really stood up in this last quarter, really put it on herself to be super aggressive, and she was in the first 3 quarters, just wasn't, I guess, getting rewarded for it, but it's a credit to her and her mindset just not to put her head down, but be really aggressive in this fourth.
Taking it upon herself and put this team on her back. And make it 20 on the board to her name. Nicole Munger. Now a double-digit margin for the first time in this game. And the Capitals get rolling. Inside to Sharp. Frolling's defending. Here's Fowler. Cutting through the keyway, and the call sees a baseline possession. Just number 2 on Nars Hillman. Shot clock reset. Melbourne really ran out of time. That's a nice look to Fowler. Well drawn up.
Really nice baseline out of bounds play there.
Hillman and Canada, this duo. They have been immense. Conti getting involved. Pulling up for the mid-range J. Melbourne flipped over to Munger. And they make it happen in transition. Count the bucket. 3 the old-fashioned way. Nicole Munger.
Love to see that passion from Munger there. She could have taken the 3. She's been on fire from 3, but decided to put it on the deck and be really aggressive and gets rewarded.
Both teams have been so efficient from the line today. Capitals 12 of 13. 5 points the margin. Approaching crunch time here in Canberra. Canada. Sharp controls the keyway. It's Munger. Driving on Conti. Goes again. Not quite. Fowler. Extra chance Canberra. Clark's got a big roll down the stretch. Off the dribble, driving left, and the block on Froling. Number 4 on Keeley. Still sliding those feet. Jada Clark at the line.
Really like what I've seen from Jada Clark this season. She's come in, she knows what she's good at, and she's brought that to the table, and I think Gilly's rewarded her with more minutes here and there. So look forward to seeing her in the WNBL throughout her career.
It's been a great debut professional season for her in the Capitals. She gets it done. We have a timeout with 3:31 remaining in the fourth quarter. Capitals certainly not going away. They'll have to do it without Gemma Potter. And intriguingly, it hasn't been. Jade Melbourne has had an unbelievable season. She has 10 assists in the ball game, but 12 turnovers, 1 of 10 from the field. Hasn't been the 30 and 10 we saw earlier in the season when they defeated the Melbourne Boomers, but yet here they are right in the mix, and a chance for her to do something big down the stretch to win in the game, Tessa.
Yeah, absolutely. You hit it spot on there, I think. You know, Jade's influence on this game has still been really big, but I think the biggest positive that's come out of this game against the Boomers is that Canberra, you're not sure who's going to score and who's going to be aggressive in that moment. And I think that comes back to Veely and what she's instilled in every single one of her players. She's made sure that they know what they can do really well and what they bring to the table. And it really simplifies the game for players if coaches can do that for them. So it's a credit to her and it's a credit to Canberra. And yeah, they're playing really well right now.
Looking for win number 5, the Capitals, in their 4th at home. The Boomers will have to win and watch for results to come. Ideally for them to make the 4. Here's Keely Froling. Newman battling hard with Fowler. In the post, running out of time and tapped away. Picked her pocket. Now Jade Melbourne in transition. Ahead to Munga. The Capitals fan base loving that.
Huge play by Fowler there and a great finish by Munga.
Back to 2. Froling picked up her dribble on Munga. Gonna turn around and fire anyway. Defense Capitals.
Canberra's boxing out this game has been incredible and it shows they're owning the rebound count right now.
Crowd getting right behind this Canberra team. In the hands of Jade Melbourne, 10 assists today. Just not on the same page there with Alex Sharp. So the Boomers quieten the crowd at least for a moment.
The thing about Jade Melbourne, it doesn't matter if she's had 0 or 30 points. You know, you want that ball in her hands at the end of the game because she's going to make big plays.
Confidence personified. Jade Melbourne. And another. We're headed the other way once again. Turnover count just a little sloppy in these last few minutes for Melbourne, who had looked after the ball fairly well up until this point. Jada Clark. On the block is Sharp, battling with Hillman, goes the reverse. Controlled the cylinder, did Naz.
I've enjoyed that about Naz's game today. Yeah, she's had 35 points, but she's had a massive impact on the defensive end.
Jade Melbourne senses the moment, saw 2 purple jerseys ahead. Alex Sharp in the corner, book it! Capitals are back in the lead here at the National Convention Centre, and don't the crowd love it?
They absolutely love it, and credit to the Canberra Caps, they do not give up, and they are playing some elite basketball here.
They were down by 9 with 6 minutes to go. And albeit heaps of basketball to play, but you felt like maybe the Boomers were about to run away with it, with Gemma Potter fouled out of the ball game. Not to be, Tessa Levy.
Yeah, it did. It really felt like that. They were up by 10 at some stage in this quarter, and Canberra just do not lie down. They are loving playing at the moment. They love playing together, and you can see that on the floor.
What a finish we have in store here with so much riding on the line. We noted the possible ladder scenarios off the top. There was 32 different ways the ladder could fall at the end of round 15. Unreal.
It is really unreal, and it's a credit to the league, I think, and the players within the league that they come out and they compete every single game. I've said it before, and I'd love to see another 2 teams in the WNBL, and we have the depth here in the league. But yeah, 32 scenarios. This is the last round of the season. It's just mind-boggling.
It is. Championship race wide open. Finals race wide open. 6 has to go into 4. Melbourne have been entrenched in the finals 4 all season. And they've just of late gone into some inconsistent form and have found themselves fallen out of the mix at the wrong time in round 15. The final rounds of the home and away fixture, and they need to win to give themselves a chance. Monconti. Over to Nas. And another stop from the Capitals. To my count, that's 4 in a row. All from steals. Jada Clark with the ball. Fowler top of the perimeter. Jade Melbourne, does she have a big moment with 1:05 remaining? Stepping back for 3. Short, but Munga's got a second look. No. Lost it. Boomers with less than a minute remaining. And over to you, Jordan Canada. An MVP contender. It's Hillman and Sharp in the post. Instead, it's with 5 seconds. Canada to the rack. And the Capitals again stopping it on the defensive end. What a fourth quarter from this young team. And the game is now in their hands. Rochi right there with Melbourne, poked at it. 7 seconds. Melbourne's got to go. And can't get the lay-in to fall. Shot clock off. Season maybe on the line. Jordan Canada straight to the rack. And she has 2 shots to come. Jade Melbourne and the Capitals can't believe it. It'll be 3 throws, potentially, for the game.
So intense. I'm so nervous. I have no words, really.
Incredibly intense. And to Jordan Canada's credit, she has put the team on her back and taken it on in the fourth, and that play personified it. Didn't get the lay-in to fall, but her aggression sees her at the stripe with 7.4 remaining in the game. Season winding down for the Boomers and missing on the first.
Do we say it? Do we say it overtime?
It could be. So Jordan Canada one to come and puts it down. Timeouts in hand. And overtime is on the cards, that's for sure.
It really is. I think there's plenty of time in this game. 7 seconds is a lot of time, but Villiel, she would have thought of these moments throughout her whole career, and she's been in plenty of these moments. So she'll be excited about this opportunity. They've got 7 seconds to win a game of basketball, and it's things that, as you grow up as a kid, you dream of. So Canberra will be like licking their lips, excited for this moment.
Absolutely. These are the moments you play for, really. This to them is a final for the UC Capitals.
It is, and Boomers, credit to them. Canada got one, now they're drawn. It's pressure's on them to make a really good defensive stop. But don't get me wrong, they have every single player on this team for the Boomers has the ability to step up and make stops. So it's a credit to them and Chris as well.
They are the #1 defensive team in the league for a reason. The Melbourne Boomers. And now they will have to do so with their season on the line. Heaps of time to get a good look for the Caps. And boy, we would love to see what is on Kristen Veal's whiteboard. Here we go. So Jada Clark will inbound. Canada and Melbourne will do battle for a chance at the game for the Caps. Into Sharp. Out of bounds. Melbourne Boomers basketball. And they can draw something up themselves now with heaps of time remaining. It was a risk that probably worth taking. Sharp would have been in on the cup for sure.
Absolutely. I think worth the risk. And now I think Boomers have the opportunity. 5 seconds left, heaps of time again to get this win.
And the risk is backfired. Now over to you, Boomers. Chris Lucas to draw something up. So Blitzarf's, Rochi, Canada, Froling and Nas are seated.
I think money would be on going into Hillman here. Try and get a really deep seal, or with Canada going off the dribble, trying to make something happen that way.
It would have to be one of those two, you'd think. Nas up to 35. Jordan Canada with 21, most of which have come in this fourth quarter.
Alex Sharp has sneakily just got a double-double with 18 points and 12 rebounds there.
She's been immense. Stuffed the stat sheet, 5 assists, 4 steals.
I love the play that Billy just ran on that sideline because Christy Harrower at the Bendigo Spirit, that used to be her favourite play with Gabe Richards, and it was iconic.
Here we go, 5.8, the Boomers, this could be their season. Jordan Canada with the rock, off the dribble, the call first, and they had one to give the Caps. Do we signal for 2 free throws? I think we did, Tessa.
Bonus, they're in the bonus.
So, spot on, you're right, well spotted, Tessa Levy. Jade Melbourne reached in, and we're going to the free throw line. Canada makes it. Still time for the Capitals. And this is big. 1 point ball game. The miss might help. Got a heave from the halfway line, just off. And the Boomers, by the slimmest of margins, get it done away from home. 75 plays 74. What a game of hoops we just saw, Tessa Levy.
Such a great game of basketball. Boomers got it done in the end, but Canberra, I'm just so impressed every time I watch them. I just really enjoy watching them play, and they've had an amazing season.
Oh my goodness, my heart is still beating. That was extraordinary, given what was on the line.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 1 point, massive, and I think the Boomers will be very happy with themselves to get over the line and put themselves in the best opportunity to be in finals.
Every time these two have played this season, it has been a great game. We saw it first in Traralgon. It went to overtime. The Boomers got it done, and then Canberra dropped the Boomers here in Canberra, 84-72. Melbourne, in the end, clearly take the season series 2-1. In a 1 point ball game, the Capitals are a team on the rise.
Yeah, they absolutely are, and I think credit to them, that's such a young group, but heaps to look forward to for them.
Any guess who our player of the game is? Jordan Canada made a late run, mind you.
I know, she really did, but I'd have to say Nas.
She was immense. 35, it's the second highest individual score of the season. 13 of 17 from the field.
So efficient for her. They went to her really early in each quarter, and she rewarded with making them. So credit to Nas and the Boomers today.
Well, if they are going to make the 4, and they will need results to go their way, these two are in great form going into the finals, Canada and Hillman. Getting it done on the O-glass, and surprisingly, to the pre-game scout at least, it was the Capitals without Alex Bunton who won the rebounding contest 41-26.
Yeah, really impressed. They've obviously spoken about that pre-game and made it a real emphasis, and they got it done, but unfortunately just couldn't get the points on the board.
Here's your final stats. The Boomers with the efficiency shooting from the field, but couldn't get it going from 3. 3 of 18 there. The Capitals, via Munga, who hit 5 of their 9 threes. In the first half especially, were able to use the tray as one of their weapons. Both sides moving the ball so well as a team.
Yeah, we're really treated to a great game of basketball. Both Canberra and the Boomers played some great defense, both hit some really big shots, and then the Boomers, I think with their experience, just got it done down the end.
Plenty of players stood up today from the Capitals. Nicole Munga, 20 points. Alex Sharp was awesome with 18, a double-double for her, and 11 dimes for Jade Melbourne. And only 2 players in double figures for the Boomers, but they combined for a huge total. Clearly, Hillman and Canada. Now, get your notebooks out. Try and get your head around this, because we're going to go through the ladder and work out what that means. The Boomers jump to 3rd, obviously games in hand for the Spirit and the Flames, and they got to hope for one of those 2 to lose if they are to make the 4.
Yeah, so Bendigo have the Perth Lynx tonight, so I have a little soft spot for the Spirit, and I wish them all the best. And then Sydney, who are they playing at the end of this? They're playing tomorrow, and they are playing
the Townsville Fire in Townsville. That's a tough one.
That is a tough one, but I have no doubt Sydney's very talented, and they have all the talent in the league to be able to get that done against the Fire too.
That is close to a coin flip to my eye, at least. I mean, Townsville obviously one of the teams to beat throughout the year. They've fallen into maybe a little bit of a down form in the last 2 or 3, and Sydney have got better as the season's gone on.
Yeah, they have. I think they've had some late inclusions and a little bit of trying to get used to each other and the way that each other play, but yeah, really looking forward to the rest of this weekend and all the games to come.
Of course, we have a triple header today, 1 game down, 2 left. Southside are going to host the Adelaide Lightning at 5 p.m. Eastern, and Bendigo and Perth. That is going to be terrific at Red Energy Arena in Bendigo. Going to be a good atmosphere for that one, 7:30 p.m. as well. And then tomorrow, as we highlighted, the Fire and the Flames. You do not want to go anywhere. Tickets available at WNBL.basketbol. 3 massive games that can shape the finals race.
Yeah, I've got to get home. I've got 2 games to get home. I'll sit on my couch and watch. So, sorry, Liam, you can wrap it up.
It has been so much fun to call this with you today. Tessa Levy, thank you very much for joining us. And what a game it has been. A 1-point victory to the Melbourne Boomers. They get it done in dramatic fashion and keep their season alive to sit third with 3 games to play in round 15. And from all of our hard-working team behind the scenes, thank you very much for joining us. And we'll see you shortly for more Cygnett WNBL action.